if you chose this particular girl to be your girlfriend, treat her right. See, it's not all about baby girl. Can you come over? Hello, and can you come? Are you free today? Can I see you today? Like brothers, Idua, then you send her money.
A girl will be bold before a girl will open her mouth and say, my man. It means that man is really valuable. Exactly. It means that man is a man of value. You understand?
Welcome to the Afterthought with Dr. Alice. This week, I want us to answer a question that keeps surfacing online. Can men be feminists? This conversation isn't new. However, it becomes particularly charged when it is attached to a real person, especially a man who is perceived to be advocating for women publicly. Today, I'm going to use a recent internet moment involving a Ghanaian content creator, Echo Black, as a case study. Not as a judgment on his character, intentions, or private life, but as a way for us to examine broader systems-level patterns that show up repeatedly in patriarchal cultures, both online and offline. So a little bit of background. Echo Black is a male content creator on the Ghana side of social media. He is known for his relationship-oriented content. Much of his messages encourages men to provide for women, treat them well, often framed as giving women the princess treatment. Let's take a look at this.
If you chose this particular girl to be your girlfriend, treat her right. Don't be flirting around. It's not nice. It doesn't make you a hard guy. See, it's not all about baby girl. Can you come over? Hello, and can you come? Are you free today? Can I see you today? Like brothers, Idua, then you send her money.
Because of content such as this, many people online have labeled him a feminist. To my knowledge, Echo Black hasn't publicly identified as a feminist, not that I know of. Recently, a video circulated of Echo Black beating somebody that appeared to be his girlfriend. This has sparked intense debate on Ghanaian social media. The reaction was less about the video in of itself and more about what people thought it revealed about gender, power, and authority. For some people, this is a gotcha moment for Echo Black. What matters here is not Echo Black as an individual, but why moments like this consistently trigger the same cultural response. To understand this, we have to be clear about what feminism is. And I am going to ground us in the definition by Bell Hooks. Bell Hooks defines feminism as a movement to end sexism, sexist exploitation, and oppression. More importantly, Bell Hooks argues that feminism benefits everyone, not just women. From Bell Hooks' definition, feminism isn't about individual likability, romantic justice, or online rhetoric. It is about systemic change. For men, this means something very specific and uncomfortable. Feminism requires men to actively dismantle the patriarchy, even if the patriarchy benefits them. That dismantling of the patriarchy involves betraying a system that places men at the top of social, economical, and relational hierarchies. And I am not talking about a subtle process. Here is something I want us to take a note of. Patriarchy doesn't always look aggressive. Patriarchy sometimes looks like protection, provision, and benevolence. This is where many people, including women, miss the signs. Some men appear to be supportive of women while still maintaining dominance, expecting difference, centering themselves as moral authorities, profiting socially, financially, and culturally from advocating for women. This can show up as benevolent sexism, paternalization, and in some cases, grifting in digital spaces. Importantly, this doesn't always come from malice, but intention is not the same as impact. By men positioning themselves as the moral authority or the spokesperson for women, they silence women. Just because a man speaks for women online does not mean he is a feminist. He has interrogated his own power, or he is prepared to betray the patriarchy in his personal life. Speaking for women is not the same as dismantling patriarchy. No. Being liked by women is not the same as betraying male dominance. And being called a feminist is not the same as practicing feminism. In fact, some men exert dominance by becoming the spokesperson, not by relinquishing power, but by reshaping that power. This is one of the ways patriarchy adapts. It does not disappear, it reshapes itself to fit the moment. Now, why does this topic create so much intensity online? Challenges to patriarchy destabilizes identity, belonging, and safety for both men and women. For many people, that threat registers in their nervous system as a danger. And from my perspective as a trauma therapist, I see that challenging patriarchy destabilizes identity, belonging, and safety for both men and women. For many people, that threat registers in their nervous system as danger. When people feel disoriented, they look for heroes, villains, and simple answers. But systems don't change through individual perfection. They change through sustained, often invisible collective disruption. Feminism isn't about hating men. No. Feminism is about opposing systems of dominance that harm men, women, and children. Feminism isn't about what men say online. It's about what they are willing to give up when the patriarchy benefits them. And feminism isn't something men claim. It is something they practice consistently, especially when no one is watching and when there is something to lose. So maybe the question isn't, can men be feminist? But what does it actually cost a man to betray patriarchy? And is he willing to pay it? That is the afterthought. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Can men be feminist? And what is your definition of feminism? Let's keep the conversation going in the comment section. I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourself. And if you can, I would like for you to take care of somebody too. Bye.